Yeah, hi everybody, Ryan back here with you again. Took the truck over up to Twinsburg, got it inspected up there at Complete Truck Service, I believe it is. I just tried them out, had a pretty good experience up there. And I came back home, but I did that Wednesday, and I went to move the truck yesterday, and I kind of parked it kind of off to the driveway. And I noticed one of my tires was bulging out, and got out, looked at it, and it's almost completely flat. I couldn't find any leak or anything on it, and I got a load going out to Salt Lake City here next week. I know I've been talking about replacing these tires. On my inspection, those over there, those were 7/32 and 8/32, so they're about due. And I know they're kind of slipping when it's wet and stuff, so I figure why I don't want to take this anywhere and put any more money into it, you know, to throw $200 into a junk tire. So I just went ahead and pulled the trigger, and we went and got a set 8 drives, and I'm going to put them on here at the house probably Sunday when it's raining. So this is just the first part of that. But here's what we got. Went with Bridgestone, the M770's. So I'm pretty excited about these. Nice big open shoulder for snow and rain and all that. So we're gonna tear these off here Sunday and put the new ones on, and we'll continue there, and we'll see y'all then. So I gotta get my air compressor. We just got moved back over to the house. Still got a couple things to clean up over there. At the other one got closed. So that's been my. Haven't been able. I was hoping to get some other videos out. I got some other stuff going on. Picked up some more farm ground, so another 30 acres. So we got some work to do down there too. So on the farm side, get some stuff out on that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get these changed out Sunday, and we'll see you here in a little bit. All right, guys. Ryan back here with you again. Continuing off where we left off, picking up where we left off the other day when I bought these new tires, these new Bridgestone M770's. I've got 3 of them done so far. I had some air compressor issues. I was hoping my 12 kW generator would run my big Ingersoll Rand compressor, but turn the breaker on and it shuts off. So it's been a lot. I'm using the air compressor off the truck, tear up the tires, and the rest of it's all been handwork, and I have to hit them with my big torque wrench and all the lug nuts and all that once we get done. So I think I'm probably giving that being said, and you might be able to hear from my voice, I've been kind of battling a sinus infection. I just got some antibiotics for that the other day, so finally kind of getting over that, but I'm still a little wore out in that with moving and a bunch of other farm work we got going on too right now. So, and I got to leave in the next day or two, so I'm kind of about tapped out. So I think I'm probably going to just do the front axle, which was the bad one, and the one I had a flat tire on, and the 2 bad tires, the 2 low tread tires. So my first axle will be all brand new. My back axle is about 40-50%. I'll probably do it when I get home next time. Here in a week or so. I'm not going to be out too long this time, I don't think. So I just got too much to do around here before the snow starts flying. See, the leaves are falling off the trees and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I dismount this tire, mount the new tire on, how you do it by hand, which about everybody does commercial truck tires by hand. So I'll go ahead and get to it. What you're going to need, if you haven't done this before, you're going to need 2 tire irons. Not little pry bars or screwdrivers. These are made for trucks. Klein tools or Ken tools. These are what brand these are. Tire hammer, and I use PB Blaster as a lubricant on the tires. That's what I've always for 15 years. So, and might need a flat tip screwdriver and another hammer and a piece of 2x4 or something to put the other tire on. So this tire, it already broke down pretty easy when I threw it off. This is a Bridgestone. So normally if they're not broke loose, you get about 4 good hits around here with the tire hammer and it'll break down. So next thing, go ahead and spray this guy down right around the bead. This stuff dries pretty quick, so you kind of got to work quick with it. I don't like using that tire grease. It's hard to find one thing around here for some reason. working this the wrong way. You always want to have the dish side down. You'll be just fighting yourself on this. So, luckily I caught that and didn't pull it apart because I'm going to be putting it back on. Get it off. So you always want to work on this side. That's when you're mounting and dismounting. You just, with that dished outside, you'll just be fighting it the entire time. Get one in, or start with both of them, leave one in, keep your foot on it, watch out so it don't come up and rack you somewhere that you don't want to get racked, or in the side of the face. I've had that happen before. Just kind of find a place you can get a good bite. Next thing you want to do is get your lubricant, lube up the back bead, the inside of the rim, right on that edge of that rim. Just get that lip in there, just like that. Simple as that. Get rid of this guy. And before you break it down, obviously you got to use a valve core tool there. Take the valve core out and drain the tire. But when you're doing that, be real careful when you take it out that it don't fly out and hit you in the eye. I recommend probably wearing safety glasses or something, or keep away from it, because that can be a pretty good projectile with 110 psi behind it. So next thing I do, take the air gun. Pull out the valve core. Since it doesn't have, or since the tube, it doesn't have the core in it, but I blow out the stem. There's no debris. Take a rag. Just wipe off that sealing surface. I mean, some guys take a wire wheel. Something not like metal, you don't want to use metal on this, but you can get like those plastic wheels or whatever they are, the ones that don't score the metal to clean this stuff off. But I've never really done that. Many places I've worked, never had any issues. But just want to inspect the rim, make sure there's no damage anywhere to it, make sure it's not bent or cracked or anything. Again, we're putting the dish down. Get the new tire. Now, an old tire guy told us there's a dot on these tires, and I guess that's where they're weighted, or where the lightest spot is on the tire. And they say that's where you want to put that dot next to your valve stem. And there's another mark on here, but it has like a number on it. That's the inspector or whatever. But the solid one, that's like I said, it might be a Wisetail, I don't know. But I always do it. So I'll make sure I have that lined up the best I can when I put it back on the rim. So go ahead and lube this guy up. I don't put any of those balance beads or anything in these. I haven't met a tire guy yet that recommends them. They get caught up in the valve core and it makes your valve stems, the cores leak and everything else. So I've never really had trouble with drive tires being out of balance. I mean, I get my steer tires spun balance, but I never do anything. I thought about putting those Centrimics on the drives, but I don't know, maybe we'll do that someday. Okay, so you get this guy lubed up. And you're just gonna lay it down on here. Yeah. And just push it on. Just like that. And I'll use my thinner bar. I got two bars here. One of them's a little bit thinner. I like to use this thinner one. And I'll put these on to give me a little bit more room to stretch them. That one's a little bit thicker. Same thing. Let's lube him up. As much of it started as you can. You gotta kind of take small bites. Keep your knee on this side. Keep pressure on it. Right here, when you get to this side, you gotta get this lubed up real good. When you get to the final push. Alright, tires on. We grab my air limb from the truck here. Haven't had to use the cheaty tank yet. So hopefully we'll be 4 for 4 here. Again, there's that, I was talking about that dot in the valve stem, so I mean, I'll try to, if I can move this, I will. Happening. Alright, so I leave my valve core out to start to inflate it to get a little more airflow. It's taking air, so I don't have to use a cheap tank. Now I haven't used it's probably been 20 years close to since I've changed the split rim. I think I was a teenager. I mean, it's probably been 15, 20 years. Well, I did some in the Navy on scraper tires and stuff like that. Well, those, you need to put those in a cage or wrap chain around them. You don't see on most trucks today, you don't see many split rims out here, so it ain't something to be too concerned with. So I'm just gonna let this stir up for a couple minutes here. We're gonna put the new valve core in. I use soap and water, dish soap, a little bit of water, and I always check these valve cores and the stem down there. Now, if something's leaking, you'll get foam like what's in that bottle all over everything. So we're good there. You can get these to stick. Stick. Okay. Now, I would typically put new valve stems and all that in them. I bought these tire down here at Revent a Tire or Bob Summer, or whatever the heck they're calling themselves these days. I bought 8 of them, and he gave me the wrong ones. I mean, I should have looked at them closer. I've been checking these as I take them off with water, then I've been checking them when I put them back on. And if I got an issue, then I've got a little bit more time to break one. I don't have to. I can change it without taking the tire off. I can just break it down and get my hand in there and put a new one in if I need to. So that's pretty much it. You know, I know it doesn't. I think they quoted me like $500 or $600 to put these on, and it's just a hassle taking it down there. And then they charge you tax on top of that. So I mean, I got everything to do it. I mean, it takes a little bit of work and take half a day to change them all out. I'd just rather do it myself, and I can sell my old tire. They're only going to give me $50 a piece if I'm lucky for 4. A couple of mine, like I said, they're 40–50%. I can probably sell them to a local guy or something. Probably get $100–150 a piece for them. So save money on the labor, get a little bit more money on my tires. I mean, I could take the tires back too if I wanted, if I had somebody else change them. But you guys know me. I just like doing stuff myself. So it seems like these days, I mean, everything somebody gives you a quote and it's not what they told you afterwards. It's just a hassle to deal with anybody anymore. So I'd rather just buy stuff, do it myself. And I bought these tires through Landstar LCAPP, and with Landstar LCAPP, you can go buy the tires and you can take them out yourself. So I mean, you can cash and carry or credit whatever with Landstar LCAPP. You can buy the tires, take them out, and put them on yourself, just like I did if you have the tools and the time and the know-how. So these tires here, these M770 Bridgestones, low profile 22.5s. Their tire, if I would have bought one in there with a credit card or cash and bought these tires, they quoted me like $525, and that was $525 a tire. That was before sales tax and all that. Through LCAPP with Landstar, I paid $393 each, and that was with FET and all that. So plus I didn't pay any labor or anything like that. So it's a big savings with the LCAPP, Landstar LCAPP discounts on tires. It's you know, that's like 20%, a little over, right around 20% or so per tire. So that adds up quite a bit. So, all right, we'll wrap this up, put these on, and torque this. And I don't know, I took 2 Tylenol a little bit. I'm not feeling too bad after that one. That one went pretty easy. So I might do a couple more. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'll get these on, torque this front axle, and make a decision after that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell for the updates. And we'll see y'all next time.